Plaintiff Jermaine Reagan met the defendant when they were young because they attended the same church. Jermaine claims he allowed the defendant to move in with him because he needed a place to stay. But he's suing him today because the defendant moved out abruptly, and therefore Jermaine was forced to pay his rent late. Defendant Joseph Benford says when he first moved in with Jermaine, everything was fine. However, Joseph claims he was forced to move out after Jermaine tried to tell him that he couldn't have friends over without first getting Jermaine's permission, and he denies owing for any late fees.
Tell me what happened.
Yes, sir. Just want to start off by saying how I know the defendant. We grew up in church together. Been knowing him since he was 5 years old. His father passed a couple years ago.
What church?
Flipper Temple AME Church in Atlanta,
What's the
Georgia.
name?
Flipper Temple AME Church in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm not familiar with that. I think I know every church. You know.
We know.
Right. Every time somebody mentions, I'll go to church. What church? I know every church in the country.
Yeah, I also want to
When
mention
you're a
that.
sinner, you have to go to church a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what church is for, sinners.
Yeah.
That's
If
right.
you're a saint, you can just sit home and wait on heaven.
That's why I need to go.
Right. Yeah, you said that's why you don't go, because
Right.
you're just waiting on heaven. All right. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, like I said, I've been knowing him for a very long time, so I consider him my best friend. Joseph been through a lot. Like I said, his father passed, mother is in a nursing home. So a lot of the people at the church, felt sorry for him. They were kind of taking him in. As of July, he expressed the fact that he wanted to move in with me or whatever, and because I needed some help as far as paying my half of the rent or whatnot. I had been having some financial problems and everything. Stuff was not going right with my job. So he was like, okay.
You sure that's what happened?
Yes, sir.
You wasn't going down to Magic City?
No. No, sir. No.
That's like one of the top strip clubs in the country, in Atlanta.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Every time I go to Atlanta, my buddy, let's go to Magic City, let's go to I said, y'all catch up with me after you come from Magic City. And the way you laugh, that may be what you're doing.
No, it's not true.
Is he popping his money off in Magic City?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Okay, so
Give me some background on you, and then I'll get back to the monies he's suing you about.
As Jermaine stated earlier, my father died when I was 10 years old of dementia, Alzheimer's, and when he died, he was 77. So Papa was Rolling Stone.
Not Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone means they go from woman to woman producing children that they don't take care of. He was just a, what do they call it? A older, elderly person who...
Called Lucky.
Yeah, called Lucky, huh? You say, just make it plain, he was a lucky man. Go ahead. All right.
And like he said, my mother, since I was 11, she's been in a nursing home with multiple sclerosis, so she's been there. When I was 11, I moved out. I had to move out. I went with church members. I stayed with them for like foster care, I guess you can call it that. And 17, I moved out, got my own place.
What's the name of that church again?
It's Flipper Temple African Methodist Episcopal Church,
All right.
585th Street.
All right, and they take care of their parishioners. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that at 17, I moved out, got my own place. That didn't go so well. I had a roommate. He moved out because he said the Lord told him that he didn't have to work anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did he say why the Lord told him that?
He worked for a bank, and the pastor had said, you're selling people into bondage. He said, well, I don't want to go to hell for selling people into bondage. Yeah.
What church was that again?
Well, this was at a different church.
Oh, that's a different
church.
All right, that's why you all went to. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I've had the whole roommate problem before. So then after that, I went to college. I worked full time, and right now
college?
I go to the Cab Technical College
Good.
for accounting. I want to be an actuary. So
Good.
I want to be a financial advisor or some type of accountant or auditor or something.
Excellent. All right, go ahead.
And as he said earlier this year, I was looking for somewhere to stay. So I met several people that said, we have rooms to rent. And one day I called Jermaine after school and I said, hey, what's up? And he said, I have a room down here. I'm here by myself. So I went ahead and moved on with him. A lot of people were saying, we don't want you, he may not be good. You know how Jermaine is sometimes. So I moved in anyway. And that's where I met the new Jermaine. So one evening I brought a friend over, and Jermaine didn't want him there, and I felt that since I was a roommate there and I was paying rent, I
Right.
should have someone over. And we got into a big argument, and then I moved out, basically.
All right, sir, did this happen? You trying
Yes,
to
it did.
preclude him from having his friend over?
Okay, well, sir, the reason why I didn't want his friend over there because his friend's a well-known thief.
Thief?
Yes,
Okay.
and I didn't feel
Is
basically.
that true? Your friend is a
He's
well-known
not.
thief, sir.
No, he's not a thief. He's a very upstanding character. When I was
Has he
without
ever
a
been
job,
convicted or accused of thievery?
he has not. He has not.
Where do you get this from?
Sir, he have told me himself and other friends of his.
You
I've
never
heard
told
from
him that.
No, because this person.
Why would he let him in if he
I
knew he was a
wouldn't-
thief?
I don't know. I don't know.
Unless they were stealing together. You ever seen him with a lot of items? He bringing a lot of new items to the house? Does he?
No.
Hey, well, if his partner is a thief, sir, he'd be getting some of that. He'd be throwing a little something at him. He ever
Okay.
thrown anything at you, any new items?
No, the only thing my friend has ever done for me is when I was unemployed because my job went out of business, he gave me a job. Well, a temporary job. I worked with him on vending machines, and he helped
Oh,
me.
y'all knocking off vending
No.
machines. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's probably the first crime I used to commit.
No, we moved the vending machine.
That is thief. You're right. Go ahead. What else you want me to know?
Yeah,
So you
sir.
were upset because you believed his friend was a known thief.
Yeah, so I was getting ready to go to work that night. And actually before that, Joseph had brought the guy over before that, and I had told him, I said, you need to let me know before you bring someone over because he originally wasn't supposed to move in until September 1st, but on July 14th, he made a verbal agreement, to pay his half of the rent, and my witness who was here today,
Okay.
she overheard the conversation.
Did he pay it?
No, he didn't.
All right.
He did not at
So
all.
that's what you're suing him for?
Yes.
You're suing him for late fees, though.
Yes, basically what happened was at the time that he up and left, I also had lost my job. So it was that, and then plus I was in the process of looking for another roommate.
But you ultimately paid, obviously, for that month. You were charged late fees
Yes.
because his inability or his failure
Yes.
to pay his half
Yes.
caused you to be late because
Yes.
you had to come up with his half of the money.
Yes,
That's
sir.
basically why you're suing.
Yes, sir.
Is that true? Did you ever pay your half when you left?
I paid my half, Your Honor. I went to his job about a week ago, and I gave him
All right.
the
So
$404.
you paid late.
Right, I was late.
So
Yes,
why
I did
shouldn't you
late.
pay the late fee? You caused him to be late. You were late. Why shouldn't you pay?
Why shouldn't I pay? Because I had no I had no contract in which to stay there. in
How long
September.
did you stay there?
I stayed there, like off and on in July. Like I was there moving stuff in. So half of July and all of August.
Did
Well,
you
up
ever
until
pay
the
him
27th.
any money?
I did.
How much?
For August, I paid him $150 for a deposit because I gave him $150 and I told him I was
You
going to give him
just
the
told me
second.
you never had an agreement.
Well, it's not a contractual agreement.
That's
it's
exactly
a verbal.
what it is. It's an oral agreement.
Well,
And
it's
you
an oral-
paid a deposit
Right.
towards your agreement. For what reason?
To rent his room.
Rent.
Right.
You had an oral agreement, or you created a tenancy when you paid him for rent.
Okay.
So it was you doing all this late paying and causing him to be late. So $222 for those reasons.
Okay.
You are. Good to hear that you're in school. I'm
thank you,
proud
sir.
of you. You overcome those barriers by yourself.
All right, thank you.
So what are you? You preaching now, or what are you doing? What are you doing?
No, sir. Actually, I've been taking a couple of quarters off, but I'll be starting school next month.
Where?
The Cap Tech.
Good. All right, I'm proud of you. Judgment for the plaintiff.